What's that over there? Is that my childhood fan by perhaps? Why, yes it is. I've never even tried the oscillation on it yet. Look at that, that's as far down as they point. It can go up and then it can just go straight. She's got little random splatters of paint on her. Kind of the farthest thing away from mint, but really it looks a lot nicer cleaned up now. This is a mid-90s super 12-inch desk fan. No, I do not have the grill for it, but I suppose just for this time around, just do a swap here. These things will even work. Now this is what looks to be a complete mid-90s super 12-inch desk fan. Mint condition motor wise, like there's definitely gunk in there. I looked in there and seen, but listen to how this thing runs. This is high. Like I was expecting a little bit of dry bearing sound. This fan is totally opposite of what I guessed it would be. You can hear the switch make some funny noises. I guess being in partially outdoor conditions for its whole life takes a toll on the switch, but not good oiled bearings. Yeah, and as you can see, they don't work very good. Basically, you have to shut it off and then select the speed every time, or else you get, you know, it just don't work right. Uh-oh. Anyways. Like honestly, if I were to oil this thing, it probably wouldn't even make a difference in how it runs at all, just because it's already really well oiled. It doesn't look like it has the most spin down time right now, but before it was just spinning forever, you know, like I just oiled it. Maybe now the oil's kind of getting used up. I don't know. I kind of used this fan a little bit already. I guess you can hear just a little bit of dry sounds in there. I'm hoping some contact deoxidizer would help those switches. I don't want to just straight up spray WD-40 in there. It's not going to really, I don't know, it would help, but okay, and here we are without the grill again. And this is how it's normally seen. Here it is in its original state. I haven't oiled it or nothing yet. The only reason it's kind of clean right here is because that's where I was like, you know, I was grabbing it there and stuff, and I touched it in a few places, and the buttons are clean because I was pressing them. But other than that, this fan used to be completely solid dirt, like, except down here where the dirt didn't settle, but you know, bird crap galore. It looks exactly the same as when I seen it back when I was 4. And I really strongly remember this fan. It was in one of the sheds at my cousin's house. He lives at the house that I used to live at when I was 4. And yeah, we just went looking around, and I used to look at this thing when I was a kid. I never seen it run, but it was just always there, hanging on this string from the wall. When I was a kid, it was just a little higher than me, so I was probably up to my chest now. But yeah, it was still there, and I remember looking in that shed about 6 years ago. The doors were open, and I was standing outside of it there, helping my uncle with something, and I remember trying to look in there, and I was looking so hard, and I couldn't see it at all, and I thought they threw it out, and then I looked in there, and I seen it. And then right away my cousin was like, oh, well, let's try it out. Let's see if it still works, eh? Like, look at how rough it is. And I said, I bet you $1 million it'll still work. So we just took it to an extension cord outside the shop there, plugged her in, and away it went. And I wasn't that surprised, but my cousin was just like laughing, and he was like, holy crap, how is that fan still working and all this, eh? I was surprised at how well the bearings are. Like, stupid extension cord is just messed straight up. So I couldn't get over the bearings here. No sound whatsoever, like no scratches of dirt getting in there, just perfect. They're obviously oiled, and oiled good. Let's show some more shots of it here, and its ultimate growtiness. And yeah, I always remember this fan, no grill, never ever did see the grill, so I'm kind of just guessing that this is a Super, but it has the exact same sticker as a Super, and I mean, it's not like the stickers really ranged in difference among the fans, but just kind of, you know, I'm pretty darn sure it's a Super. Just because of how it looks and stuff. She was just hanging on a wall like this, just like that, pointing at the wood stove, circulating the heat that it once used to pump. Here, this switch, this off switch, was probably supposed to be roughly the same color as this, but it's very yellowed. Like, That's the only part of the fan that's yellowed though. The original cord here was chewed up badly. Can't tell because I chopped the bad part out, but yeah, it was like, I even used it for a little bit, like, you know, I just plugged it in, I didn't check the cord, but then yeah, I seen that it was like, I don't know, something sliced it on both sides, and it was just kind of on there by a couple little strands of wire, and like if it would have twisted or something, it would have shorted out and sparks galore. But it didn't happen, thankfully, and got myself a nice end on there. Very slightly shorter cord, but doesn't affect the operational status.